Hello everyone, you have Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature yet another cultivar coming from the trifasciata species, and the name of this cultivar is Gold Flame. And for everyone's information, it's not Golden Flame, it's just Gold Flame without the EN at the end of gold. Some might tag their plant as Golden Flame, which is not the actual published name for this specific cultivar. It's just Sansevieria trifasciata Gold Flame that is recorded and published as its accepted ID. So, folks, Sansevieria trifasciata Gold Flame is part of the compact group of trifasciatas. When I say compact, they are trifasciatas that are growing medium-sized leaf. They could be wide leaf, but they are trifasciatas that are not growing more than 2 feet in leaf length. So what I'm showing you right now is perhaps the best specimen of Gold Flame that I have. That is the full appearance of my specimen. And let me take a closer video on it so you can see how beautiful this cultivar is. By the way, not all gold flames are highly variegated such as this one. There are times that you might end up with an offset like I'm showing like right now, which is not highly variegated. That's what I am presenting. So in comparison with the mother plant and this offset, the mother plant is highly variegated. Almost all of its leaf are variegated with yellow. Yellow is synonym to the Sansevieria trifasciata IDs with gold, so that's why it's called Gold Flame. And the appearance is flame-like, as what I'm showing right now. And at times it will give you something like this specimen, which is highly variegated in appearance. So as you can see, the variegation on the leaf, almost all of it sometimes are yellow. Some of the leaves may have little greens on it, and the offset can sometimes look as such. Alright, so like I mentioned, this is one of my best specimens of Gold Flame, and I'm actually planning of removing this offset, and I will try to grow it separately and see if the other offsets would be having the same appearance, darker in color, having more greens than the variegated genes on it from the mother plant, which is having mostly variegated parts than the green actual parts of the leaf or the plant itself. So I guess I will remove the other pup, and I'll be showing you another video clip when I'm done with it. Perhaps I'll be showing you the root system before I plant them both, or before I separate them, so you have an idea on how I would usually propagate my Sansevierias. Alright folks, so I'll be back in a bit. I'll just make preparations to remove the offset from it, so that I can further observe if I'd be having highly variegated offsets later on, or will still continue on getting the darker offset of Sansevieria Gold Flame. Alright folks, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright folks, so we're back, and I have managed to take it out of the pot, and there you see that they are sharing one rhizome. So what we're going to do is find the connection on the on this specimen, and we will be separating this other pup from it, but it's kind of hard because it's uh, well rooted, or it's already pot bound, so I had a hard time trying to take it out of the pot. And we have to look for the rhizome that connects them. You could either just twist them separately from opposite sides, and you'll feel something snap just like that, and you have separated the two plants. So there you go, guys. So what I'll do is I'll put them back again. I'll have to separate both of them. The roots are intertwined with the other. So there you go. We have separated both plants as easy as that. All you have to do is pull both of them apart till you feel something snap. And then what we'll do is let me put this down. It's kind of very delicate because the leaf tips would easily break off. Now what we'll do is we'll clean it. These are dead leaves, so you'll have to, again, what I have here is hydrogen peroxide, as you can see, so I'll have to spray it. Spraying hydrogen peroxide does multiple things to the plant. It promotes rooting. It melts the anything that is microscopic, that is not part of the root, especially the pest that you can't see. It cleanses it. It rejuvenates the plant itself. So here is actually the wound from separating, so we'll have to spray that with hydrogen peroxide. Doing so will help it callus more faster, or it will heal that part more faster. And then these leaves that are rotting, we'll have to remove them. And I'm seeing also some mite attacks on them, but I frequently spray with miticide, so really at times you can't control the mites. Even though you've sprayed several times, they can still do damage, especially with trifasciatas. These are, by the way, mite scars. If you're not familiar with them, these are mite scars. So you have to frequently spray for miticide to protect your plant from them, or systemic insecticides would actually do, but it's really different when it specializes with the chemicals that are supposed to deal with them. So for mites, you use miticides. For in general, pests are we use pesticides for pests, but that is in general, that's wide scope. So if you wanna get rid of specifically what is harming your plant, these are the signs of mite attacks. So if you see that on the bottommost leaf of the plant, you have to do something and spray miticide, hydrogen peroxide. When it comes to contact with them, it will do them some damage and will kill them off. But some that are hiding, you really have to apply miticide to get rid of them. So fortunately, the mites did not do so much damage on this pup. So I'm going to put it down and then check the other one. This is the mother plant, by the way. And here is the wound. That's the wound, so we'll have to spray it. it has been attacked by mites as well. So I'll have to spray to cleanse the root system of any outside pest or microscopic microscopic things that you cannot see, that the peroxide will have to clean them off for you. So that is the use of spraying hydrogen peroxide on the root system. It rejuvenates the root system, get rid of the external elements that are not supposed to be part of the root system of your plants. So, like I was discussing, these marks, they're not done by fungus, they're done by mites. So fortunately, I spray frequently, and the mites did not do much damage on this specimen. Do be careful though, because future types are bigger Sansevieria trifasciata cultivars, so they are quite resilient to mite attacks. However, the dwarfer types or the short leaf type, they are more prone into taking damage that you cannot neglect, or damage that are negligible. So when mites attack the dwarf type of Sansevierias, they really at times they get to the core, damage the core, and then eventually the bite marks or the damage caused by the mites, they are entry points for your plant to have root rot. So that's probably some of the tips that I can give you out for the moment. Though I'm going to replant this specimen, and I'll probably have to cut this video clip and then plant them, and then show the how they look like at the end part of this episode. So folks, hold on. So I'll just prepare and just replant this. I'll have to wait till the hydrogen peroxide dries off, and then put something to cover the wound. Perhaps I'd use super glue again, or nail polish if you have them. A clear nail polish would do to seal off the wound. So I'll be back in a bit. I'll just finish repotting them, and we'll wrap up this episode for Sansevieria trifasciata future. I'm sorry, Sansevieria trifasciata gold flame. Alright folks, so we're back, and we have finished separating the offset from the mother plant, and what you see right now is an already replanted gold flame, and this is now how it looks like. Before we end the video though, we'll just have a quick measure of the leaf length and the width of this specimen. Then I'll show you the other the offset that I have separated, and we will take measurements as well. So first off, we will try to measure the leaf width. So we'll measure the largest leaf that I can find, this one. All right. Okay, so this is the measure of I think the biggest leaf width that I can find for gold flame. We'll check if we can find another one, uh, just to get an average of the measurement. And like I said, they are part of the compact group. Although this cultivar um, doesn't have a future name on its ID, unlike the others that I previously shown, they are still part of the compact group of trifasciatas, and perhaps it was someone else who named or coined the name gold flame for this particular cultivar. So the name doesn't have a future. We don't call it future gold flame, although it is part of the compact group of trifasciatas. It's just called with the ID Sansevieria trifasciata gold flame. All right, so we have taken measurements of the leaf width. I have my 24-inch ruler here, and there you go. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the measure on my thumb here. This is the measure, and I'll just move it without moving my thumb. So it measures 11 inches for the mother plant. We'll move it aside, and I will show you the offset of gold flame. Okay, so folks, this was the offset that I have removed from that highly variegated mother plant. Uh, this is still called gold flame, and we are not going to ID it with another ID because we do not know, or I have seen in other specimens from other people that at times it will give you a highly variegated pop. It may give you a darker version of the pop. So it is not a stable cultivar. I mean, it's not as stable as it can be for the dark version to produce only dark offsets further on, because there are times that it will produce a highly variegated one. Same can be said to the highly variegated version. It doesn't necessarily mean that all its offset will be highly variegated, because as I have shown you at the beginning of this video, this darker version came from that highly variegated version. Therefore, we cannot ID them separately, and we can just call them same cultivar, which is Sansevieria trifasciata gold flame. So, going back to the measurements, we'll measure the widest leaf. I think this is the widest leaf that I can find, and we're going to measure it. That is the measure of the biggest or widest leaf for the darker version of gold flame. And I like mentioned before, the darker ones have more chlorophyll in them, that they would grow wider and longer as compared to their highly variegated versions. So before we end this content or this episode, I'm gonna show you something else. This is also a highly variegated version of gold flame, and I have left it under rain or shine condition. uh, it is water propagated, as you can see. I just leave it, but you have to see to it that they are getting sufficient sunlight, because if not, you will start to have fungal infections on your leaves. So as you can see, it doesn't have any potting mix or medium. It's just water, and I'm subjecting them to sunlight that is enough for the plant to have the anything that is external to be burned off by that sunlight. So as you can see, it's a very healthy specimen. It's highly variegated, doesn't have any fungal infections. It is grown in just water, as you can see there. Nothing special, but they don't get any fungal infection. So that's another way to grow your Sansevierias, but you have to make sure that you have sufficient sunlight. Otherwise, you'd have a rotten leaf when you water propagate them. So I guess this is it for the video, folks. So if you like the discussion or the content that I featured, please don't forget to hit on the like and subscribe button. Thank you, everyone.